Hello and thank you for tuning into my video today. This is Don, and in today's bench video I'm going to be talking and doing an unboxing of this. This is the Revell 1/72nd scale pirate ship. I'm going to basically open the box, kind of describe the parts and pieces, give an overview of what my opinion of them are, and kind of describe the kit. This is one of only two Revell, or one of two 1/72nd scale model kits that you can buy, the other one being the Zvezda Pirates of the Caribbean. Both of these, this kit and the Zvezda kit, are extremely similar. I never have had the Zvezda kit. I don't know what color plastic it is. It's probably black or dark gray because, you know, black pearl. And I did a little research online, and I think these two kits are pretty much the same with a few little differences. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think they're darn close. But if you want to buy a pirate ship, this is going to be basically what you're going to have to do. This one is readily available. The Zvezda kit is a hit and miss. You can buy them on Amazon or you can buy them on eBay, but usually they're pretty amped up in price. This kit right here basically mimics, you know, they say it mimics a typical pirate ship in the 16th, 18th century, so it's classic pirate ship times. It basically has everything you need, supposedly, including the rig and yarn. So let's go ahead and crack the box and kind of discuss a little bit about this. But real quick before I do, a little bit about this kit. This kit has been out for about 8 or 9 years. And in 2012, they did a new tool on it. And in 2013, they did new box art. So the kit is a little dated. The update for the molds and stuff was about 8 years ago. So, you know, I've already been through the box, so I kind of know what I'm looking at here. But overall, let's take a look. When you open the kit, you get a little sheet of paper, just real cheap paper, pirate flags. Don't know if you want to use it or not. It's up to you. You get your instruction booklet. The instruction booklet is, I think, well done. Has a good explanation of all the parts, and when you start getting into the actual instructions, the instructions are very easy to follow. Going through the instruction booklet, I didn't see any real hiccups or any real problems. It is a multi-layered kit, and what I mean by that is it has, like, the cannon decks are detailed. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to do something a little different with this kit. I'm going to add lighting to it. I actually bought some flickering 3mm and 1mm LEDs, some nano LEDs and some 3mm, excuse me. So I'm actually going to put like little lanterns in there and such. I printed some lanterns using this light printer, so that's pretty cool. But overall, as far as assembly goes, the assembly looks like it goes pretty straightforward. Again, the instructions are very graphic, they're very easy to follow, they're very intuitive. I don't think anyone with just some basic average model building experience, if you take your time, would have any issues with this. With a lot of kits, it's critical that you can't just go part one, you know, instruction one all the way through instruction whatever. You have to take these in steps and actually paint and finish them as you're putting it together, because once you put the side pieces on, you're not going to have access to the cannons or the cannon decking and so on and so forth. There's a lot of room, I think, for improvement on this kit with some little scratch build details if you want to go ahead and really make it fun and interesting. For this kit that I'm building, this is my own personal kit. I have not made up my mind whether I'm going to leave one side open or maybe cut a piece out where you can see inside of it with all the detail. I might do that just to make it more of an interesting display. The hardest part of this kit, and this is going to be my bane, is going to be the rigging. Starting on instruction 68 is when you start on the main mast, and from there on you start to install all the rigging pieces. Revell did a nice job. All these side little turnbuckles, or whatever they're called, these guys right here, these guys have been molded in plastic, so you don't have to take like the piece and put the rope through it and everything. Although that would not be too hard. I think just because of the scale, I think it would be kind of a pain in the butt. Also, the side ladders, the rope ladders, are all done in plastic, and we're going to discuss those here in a minute and see how good a quality they are. But then you got to get through the hardcore rigging, and the rigging instructions are quite detailed. They're quite extensive, but they're very easy to follow. I mean, they really give detail on where to go with it, even how long, like right here, like as an example, this piece right here is 14, this stretch right here. So you just go over here to number 14, and it talks about how many centimeters that you cut it. So it's pretty interesting. They actually give you really what you need. There's no guessing. You know exactly how long to cut it, how long to make it, and you need it because there's a lot of rigging instructions, as you can see. And I think what's really critical about a kit like this is, and this is where some kits really fail, and that is someone builds a ship like this, you know, a classic pirate ship or a schooner or something like that, or a man of war, and they don't add the rigging to it, or they do the rigging half-ass. And when you do it that way, I think you just really cheat the kit. So I'm going to take my time with it, and I'm going to make sure when I do the rigging's done right. Now, speaking of, this is a sample of what the side net ladders look like. They did a very nice job of it. They are very delicate, so you be very careful when you take them off the sprue. But Revell has done a very nice job of the molding of these parts and pieces. They are to scale to the rope that's included with this, so it doesn't look extra thick or wonky. And they're done very well. There's no flash at all that I see. Cleanup is going to be very minimal, just where they snip to the sprues. So that's a good thing. The sails that come with it, I think, are well done. They have a nice cloth texture to them. I don't know if you can really get the texture on this, but they got a nice cloth texture to them. All the wood details, I don't know what these are called. I'm not a ship person, but whatever these things are called, they're done very well. The molding on these things, again, were done very cleanly, very nicely. And I'll get to that in just a minute. I'll show you something that's really interesting, one of the other sail pieces. Other than that, you get, like I said, it's made up of several bags, light gray plastic. You get the masthead mascot, which is a swan. I'm actually going to 3D print a naked mermaid just because I think it's cool. Their detail levels, like on their oars for their ships, as you can see, it's very nicely done. So Revell did a nice job when it comes to that. Other pieces, you get a bag with clear pieces. I'm not going to take them out because I don't want to ruin or scratch the clear pieces, but they're well molded. There's no warps that I can see. It's nice and clear, so that's good. Here is the parts of the main ship, and this gives you kind of an idea of the detail level on this, and that is, as you can see, the little wood grills, they're all nice and clean. You don't got to do much cleanup. There's no flash where it was poorly molded. Same thing with the side. So Revell did a very nice job on this kit on the overall. You get several sprues of these guys. These are just all the miscellaneous little turnbuckles and miscellaneous little parts and pieces of the ship itself for the rigging. And then you get these guys. These are 36 cannons. Each cannon is made up of about 8 pieces, so do the math on that, and this will probably be a couple hours of just assembling cannons, sort of like tank tracks with some models. But I guess every kit has to have its bane, but instead of molding them in one piece, they actually broke it down, so I think it's going to make a much nicer looking cannon and have a lot more room to paint it, clean up, and make it look nice. So I think Revell did a smart thing on that. Main parts of the ship. Here's what they are. They seem well molded. There's no issues that I see with them here. The wood grain on these kits are very well done. So the remolding or the new tool on this kit was done very, very nicely. Again, I might cut away and show like on the interior so you can get more view of it. There's actually I think it's a 1/48 scale pirate ship on Amazon. They want like $300 for it. I think it's actually a Chinese knockoff of the real kit because the real kit that I see is like $700. But it's with all the lighting that comes with it. It's not very well reviewed, but the images they show of it with the side cutout, I really think that is just sharp, so I may make this into something similar. I think the ship is large enough where it would give enough detail. You get rigging with it. You get 2 of these gold riggings, and you get another pack, and then there's actually in here a black one. I'll have to dig it out. I'm sure we'll run into it in here. Again, you get more sails, more bits and pieces. Some of the sails have actually the venting holes that real sails have, which is really interesting and really nice. So good job, Revell, on that. The main wood decking that comes with the kit. Again, the new tool on this kit is just so nice. They put such a nice pattern on here. It's not overdone. It's nothing that looks cheap. It actually looks like real wood, so as long as you paint this correctly, it really should be nice. I don't think they make an aftermarket deck set. I did a little bit of checking and I couldn't find one. And even so, I probably wouldn't utilize it because just the molding work is so nice on it. Here it is. You get black rigging too. The ship hull comes in 2 halves. I'm not going to take it out of the bag, but you know what? Let's take it out of the bag only because I want to see myself the molding on it. Looking at the detail level, yeah, really nice. As you can see, they did a really nice job on this also. So Revell did a nice job all the way around, I think, on the kit as far as mimicking wood. So that's a good thing. Other pieces, again, are just mainly the small little bits and pieces that go with the kit. Again, there's a lot of room for scratch building in this kit, especially if you're going to detail the interior of the kit. I don't know how, if you make it straight out of the box, it's pretty straightforward except for the cannons and the rigging. But I think that this kit has a lot of room to make it really special if you want to go ahead and do cutaways and such. And I think I'm just going to do a cutaway. I talk about it enough. I think I just need to do it. Here is the rest of the rigging and the mast pieces and all the structures that make up the masts and such that the sails hook to. The little platforms where the sailors go up. Ship's wheel. But overall, as you can see, it's a really nice kit. I'm really surprised by it by Revell, and I'm very pleased with it. There's certain subjects that people don't build a lot of. Like, most guys, when you build models, most guys are either aircraft guys or they're armor, or they like cars, or they like spaceships. I'm all over the place in my tastes. When I display models, I want a nice variety of various model types, and this model kit right here, I think on a scale of 1 to 5, I think it's a solid 4.5 or even maybe a 5. There's very little that I see that's wrong with the kit itself. Now, I have not built this kit yet, so of course, I could start building it and find all kinds of fit issues and whatnot. I plan on making an image blog of this. I'm not going to probably do a video blog. I might, depending, but I'm definitely going to do an image blog on the build of this and discuss it. So stay tuned for that. I'll go ahead and if I do a video of it, I'll be posting I might do some short videos of it just to go ahead and show maybe how I do some of the scratch building. But overall, I think Revell did a very nice job on this kit. I think it was very well done, very well executed. I think whoever designed the actual mold work on it did a really good, solid job. Now, again, this is not the type of kit for you if you do not like things like putting like a ton of repetitive things together, like the cannons. 6 or 8 pieces for each cannon times 36 pieces. It's repetitive in nature. But, again, it's sort of like the whole tank track thing. When you do tank tracks and they have the individual links, you got to put like 3 or 4 pieces to make one little link, and there's 500 links. So, for the average model builder, average skill level, I say tackle it. Price point on this kit's about $100. You can't beat that as far as pricing goes. Sometimes you can get a little bit lower. I got this from my distributor. So, it is what it is as far as pricing and everything. The box is well laid out. Sturdy box, nice kit. So thank you for tuning in my video. I just wanted to keep it to the basics. I wanted to just explain about the kit itself and discuss it, show what's the contents of the box, and then make you kind of think about it and make up your own mind whether or not this is a kit that you want to go ahead and go with. So again, thanks for tuning in. This is Don with a bench video, an unboxing and discussion of the 1/72 scale Revell pirate ship. Go ahead and subscribe if you would, please, and also go ahead and hit a like. If you have a question, pop it in comments, or if you want to go ahead and see a specific model kit discussed and such, go ahead and drop a comment saying, hey, why don't you go ahead and review this type of kit. So thanks for tuning in, and I hope you all have a great day.